Okay, we're back into the converted garage, which has been turned into a hobby room, studio if you will. We've talked about the ceiling over here, and you see how it's sagging and the water damage. We didn't mention inside of this window here. And we talked about the fact that this is popcorn and that historically it's known to contain asbestos. And we also talked, or will talk, depending on which video we're getting, that it's more economical to just treat it as if it were asbestos than to bother with testing it, because there's not going to be much difference in the disposal techniques, the removal and disposal techniques. But coming along in here from the entryway, this used to be a walkway that went through here, and this was the door into the garage, and then this was the door into the house, and this was a breezeway right in here. And we got a little bit of water damage. We talked about that. But from here on, the original structure, this is all acoustical tile ceilings. And if you look along here, you'll notice that what we've got is a lot of buckling, a lot of water damage through the years from some horrible roofs. One bathroom, one door. To get to this bathroom, you have to go through that door. To go through this bedroom that has a door going directly to the exterior. Okay, and I think I've already mentioned that. And then straight out here, this is not ideal. We're in a very desirable school district. We have a 2-bedroom home. That's why I wanted to emphasize, to get to that bathroom, you have to go through this bedroom. Moving on along, sagging. This has got some horrible sagging right in there. So it's obvious that this acoustical tile ceiling, see that? This room needs to be replaced, this room needs to be replaced. Coming on along, still looking up, we got popping tiles over here, which we might be able to do something with that. However, in that, you can see the stains around that. You might be able to do something with that. This doesn't match. We know this is fiberglass. It doesn't match because that's been replaced when we got our last roof replacement. I'd like to backtrack just a moment with the knife through the window routine. I don't know which video you're going to see first, but this gap here at the top of this window, this is the most drastic one, okay, admittedly, but we've got gaps all the way across all 4 of the dining room windows, and this ceiling needs to be replaced. Now, remarkably, the ceiling in the breakfast area, okay, it actually looks pretty good, but why would you leave it if you're already addressing the tile over the kitchen, if you're already addressing the dining room, if you're already addressing this front entryway breezeway, you're already addressing that, you're already addressing this bedroom, all this tile needs to come out. Why would you save that? All of the acoustical tile, in fact, all of the ceilings in this home, whoever is to purchase this home, does this tile match? No. Does it sag? Yes. Why does it sag? Because we have water damage? Yeah. Okay. That's a lot of money. This home is going to need to be taken down to the studs. We're coming into the primary bedroom. There's the primary bathroom. To get to that bathroom, you have to come through this bedroom. Okay. That's why we have a 2-bedroom house, because we have 2 bathrooms only, and you have to go through the tile sagging over here. See the way it's separating? Whomever purchases this home is going to be remodeling it. Moving on through here, this is not a bedroom. ceiling's not that good. But this is not a bedroom because you have to go through that room to get to a bathroom. You have to go through that bedroom to get to a bathroom. You cannot access a bathroom directly from this room. That's a den office study.